This baby, this baby.
It's your boy, Big Moolah. Got your boy.
It's B Baby 1-2 of the World Takes podcast.
Got your boy.
Big Top, third party podcast. Follow me, real great.
You already know, y'all. It's the World Takes podcast. It's episode 76. We got a real special guest for y'all tonight. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Big Moo. I want to introduce to y'all the 60 Crimes own Big Mel. Big Mel, what up?
What's up? Thank you guys for having me. I'm excited to be on this episode today.
Thank you for being here. It's a pleasure. It's an honor.
This is real cool. Real cool.
Y'all know what we do over here. We like to get straight to the shits. Big Mel. The people at home, they want to know. Is you single? The niggas want to know. Is the baddies on the show single? Fellas, I got y'all.
Yes, I am single.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. She's single. Shoot your shot.
You gotta drop your social.
Big Mel, I want you to tell them right now where they can find you at. Where can they follow you on Instagram and all the socials?
My Instagram is at Melissa the Pisces, and my Twitter is at Melissa the Don. But
She's a
the is
Pisces
D-A.
and the
So
Don.
Melissa the Don.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first time in World Takes history, a Pisces and a Don.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
A Pisces and a Don.
Can't tell her nothing, you hear me?
Melissa,
Oh, and follow my beauty bar too at the Pisces Beauty Bar. We open soon.
big business. Big business on this side only. Y'all know what we do at the World Takes, man. It's me, Doc B. We in here. 60 Crime.
Mm-hmm.
You already know we got Big Melissa in here. Big Mel.
Yeah.
Beauty Bar. Soon come.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Big
single.
Mel like when Trump was in office, you
Big
hear
shit
me?
talking, right?
She's single, fellas. She's single, fellas. Hit the follow button now. What is it? Tell them again.
I'm
Big.
Melissa the Pisces,
At Melissa the Pisces.
and Twitter is at Melissa the Don.
Mm-hmm.
Dot, how you feeling, bro?
Chilling, man. You know, join our little invitation.
B, how you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. Happy we got Mel in here. We got Doc back.
Definitely.
Big Mel,
Yes.
how you feeling today?
I feel pretty good today.
This is the World Takes podcast. We want to thank you again for being here. This is episode 76. Here, we like to get straight to the shits. Straight to the Mega Millions. For the third time in history, it's going to be over $1 billion.
Yeah.
If you want to be a billionaire, but you don't want to work for it, this is your chance. Put them tickets in.
Wanna be the first time somebody come around here hitting me.
Put them tickets in. This is your chance. You
I got the number too. Y'all stay tuned to the end. I got the magic number. Trust me.
My
It's
boy,
gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
my boy B going to come with the magic number. Big Mel, do you play lottery at
No.
all? Nah.
I grew up with it though, like my mom and my family, but
Are you going to put a ticket in for this $1 billion Mega Millions?
honestly, probably not.
Okay.
I should, but I just never really got into it, so
You certainly should. It
Yeah,
might
yeah.
be the magic touch.
We might need Mel to come up with the number.
We might need Mel to
Yeah,
come
yeah.
up with the number
Think
at
so.
this show. Matter of fact, jump in the comments on Spotify, jump in the comments everywhere, but on Spotify, we're going to put a poll up. Do you want Mel to do the special number at the end of the show for the Mega Millions?
Yeah.
Or do you want it to be B Baby? Which one do you all want? Get in the comments.
rolling
Like,
with that.
subscribe. Like, subscribe, and share. Big Dot, how you feeling? You playing the Mega Millions?
I think I might this year, cause I be seeing my numbers, my social be popping up like everywhere. Like them last little 4 digits.
Word is
Like
life.
when I be driving and
So
shit.
those are your angel numbers if you see them all the time.
I always see them, but I've seen them on tickets too. Also,
Yeah.
Like,
So
winning
probably your
tickets.
angel numbers. Pay attention to it. See what it means in your life.
Hey Mel,
Mm-hmm.
you on a platform with a group of guys.
Yeah.
We got female audience, but we definitely got a whole bunch of guys that's listening.
Okay.
Try and try your best way to explain it as easy as possible. What are angel numbers?
Okay. As easy as possible, angel numbers are numbers believed that are repetitive in the Bible, and they are believed to be signs from angels. So you see 222, 333, 444, they tend to have, yes, exactly.
666.
Yes, actually, and 666
Don't
does not
mean
have a negative connotation.
it means like an energy though, right?
Yeah, so it's like when you see these angel numbers, these are your angels or your ancestors around you that are trying to communicate with you from the spiritual realm to the physical world.
Okay.
Is what it is believed as. So.
Facts.
Okay. You got it, Mo?
I wanna just say, nah, listen, I appreciate everything. Big Mel, make sure you speaking into the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Because, no, it's alright. It's all good. You know, it's Big
Talking
Mel.
shit, man.
Big
Talking
Mel.
shit. She knows some
just-
shit.
Drop a bomb on this
She
shit.
knows some shit now.
Big Mel just spelled it all out for y'all. If you're not following your angel numbers, guess what? You're ignoring your ancestors. They reaching out
That's a
to
way.
you.
Yeah.
They're reaching out to you, right?
Yeah, it's like the angels around you are trying to communicate with you.
I got some more questions for you because you already got answers. We have had girls on here and they start talking stuff, then I start asking questions like, what exactly does that mean?
Okay.
And then they just like, oh, you don't, like, basically, like, you don't know what that means. You're supposed to know what that means. I'm literally asking you.
I'm not
So-
like that. I feel like if you don't know what something means, there's always more space to grow and to like
Yeah.
learn. So I don't answer questions with that mindset. So
How you feel about like words, certain words got energy, different energy. How you feel about that?
okay, so I only say happy rising in the morning. I don't say good morning. So I say that because, like you said, like words do have meanings, and I believe firmly that what, like the Bible says, the power of the tongue, your tongue is very powerful. So when you say good morning, and we're so used to saying good morning and morning,
It's not good.
yeah, you know. So just because it sounds different, the root of the word is still the
It's
same.
like saying, another day somebody died.
Yeah, you know, like even
I don't know
though
about this word. Money ain't everything. That word right there would have you sitting somewhere.
in the world we live in, money is everything, but in terms of your higher self and your spirit, your soul, money is not everything. Because you are living technically in this life to build for the next life, the next journey that you're supposed to be on. So it's like when you're so obsessed with that, like, you know, monetary factor, you're not really worried about where your spirit is going to go and like how you're going to evolve. So you don't have to, if you believe in reincarnation, come back to earth, or you don't have to deal with your version of hell when you expire from this physical body and then, you know, transition to the next. So do the work while you're here. So you
But
can,
negative talk about money while you're on the earth will chase the money.
well, yes, it will.
Yeah. And
So
what
like
about-
the law of attraction, like what you
Yeah.
think is really what's
So
gonna
like-
happen and like what's gonna go on. So you have to, you know, it's hard to do, but you do have to like change your mindset and like how you think about things.
If people want to know, how did you tap in all of this, Big Mel? Like, Big Mel,
So
make sure you're talking to the mic, sweetie.
I'm
Listen,
sorry.
listen, but you're very knowledgeable.
Oh, thank you.
The people want to know at home, how did you tap into all of this and how did you find yourself at this elevated level? Because it radiates off you. I'm going to be honest, you're elevated.
Oh, you think
It,
so?
it
Thank
radiates,
you.
listen, it radiates off you. You're elevated. How can they get there at home?
So to answer your first question, I was actually about 8 years old and I was finding myself. Like I was figuring out like, you know, different things. Like I'm bisexual, so at that moment in time, like I was figuring out that I liked women too. So I was on Google and I was like, you know, learning about so many different things, and I came across this page and it was talking about, you know, different spirits that people can possess and have. And I kind of just really started to read more about it. And then I found out about your chakras and meditation and, you know, how to connect to your higher self and really connect to God in a sense. So it was more so, I was raised Catholic, like my family's from the Caribbean. It's like, we're Catholic, you know? So it's like, you know, I branched off from that, but now as an adult, I'm finding myself, you know, spiritually gaining knowledge from all types of religion, because I feel like that's what really helps you connect to your higher self, is learning from what everybody has to say and how, you know, religion is so different. There's so many different perspectives. If you as an individual can really open your mind and see perspectives like that, it'll help you really take the positives instead of the negatives. Like,
Now you say you was Christian.
I wouldn't really say I'm Christian. I believe in God. I believe there's for sure a higher power, but I would not label myself as a Christian. Like, I do believe in Jesus Christ.
Like more spiritual.
I am very spiritual, but like, I'm not, you know, gonna Bible thump at you. Like, I've read the Bible, but I'm not gonna, you know, Bible thump at you and be like, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
But
like
for
that.
people to find themselves, it's, you know, it's different. Like, you could go down to the park and take a walk and just listen to the birds and, you know, just listen to your surroundings. Try meditation. Like, YouTube has different, like, you know, 10-minute and 5-minute meditations. If you have an Apple Watch, like, it has the breathe. Like, even that can help you connect with your higher self, and then you'll start handling things in your life like differently. Like, right now we're in Saturn retrograde and it's currently whooping my ass, but I'm learning the lessons. Instead of taking it negatively, I'm taking it positively, so I don't have to be in the same positions in the future again.
Yeah.
When you
See that light, B?
I call that the water talk. You get me?
when you say
What's the word to talk? What's that, B? Hold on. What's that?
Panic ball.
You believe in manifestation?
Yes.
Boom. Alright. You believe manifestation come with certain other techniques?
Yes, I do believe like journaling is a form of manifestation, and like journaling positive things. Already thinking about what you want in the future, acting and thinking like you have it right now.
That's what I do.
It will come to you
It's
because
gratitude.
I don't know how many lives lost in that one. The
Being-
fireworks shooter in Chicago. Shout out to the
shit.
firework parade.
Being
Why
grateful.
stop?
But you know the strongest component, like I'm into that too, that's what I'm asking the
Okay.
right question,
Mhm.
is belief.
Yes, faith.
It's faith, it's the
Faith.
strongest.
Yes.
You could be a billionaire if you how you call it, tune in,
Right.
whatever, into that.
So a lot of, you know, billionaires or wealthier people, they actually do have astrologists that they personally work with. Like Tom Brady is he's a very famous athlete, and he even spoke about how his wife uses astrology to help him win games and stuff. Like, so he has that little bit of help, you know. Then, you know, Wall Street definitely uses astrology to know when it's going to crash, when certain things are going to happen.
They feel it, maybe like intuition.
Not really in your intuition, but really the stars will kind of tell you, like, you know what I'm
they
saying?
gotta line up.
Yeah, like things will line up when it's supposed to happen, pretty much.
So back to the Mega Millions. How can somebody manifest that?
You would have to put in a lot of, like, you know, practice, like write it down every
That's what I
day,
want to hear.
believe in it. Like, you know, if you're not at the lifestyle where you can be, like, you know, a mega millionaire just yet, you know, you could,
You could luck up though.
yeah, you can. That definitely happens, but write it down. Like, put post-it notes on your bathroom, so when you walk in every day, you're seeing, like, I'm gonna win the Mega Millions. Like, so then you start to say it to yourself, and the more that you say it to yourself, you're gonna attract it to you. And even if you don't win the Mega Millions, but you somehow find $1,000, or somebody hits you up and says, hey, like, come do this job with me real fast, you'll get paid, and you got some type of money, you still need to be grateful for it, because you putting out to the universe, I am a mega millionaire, it's giving you that money. So you can, use that to invest, flip, however you do it, but it's giving it to you so you can become that.
You read books?
Yes.
You read The Secret?
No, tell me about it.
You read The Master?
No, tell me about it.
Alright. It's
I
like
read the last book
it's
that
the
I
same,
read is
like,
called The Book of Solomon.
basically, it's everything you just said.
Okay.
I read that when I was on vacation.
Okay.
Alright, y'all, listen. All that's great.
Did you learn from that though? That's what I want to know. Is we learning?
Listen. I hope y'all tuned in. I hope y'all tapped in. It's episode 76. It's Big Moolah. We're gonna get right into it. We got B Baby. We got Big Mel. We got Big Mel. We got me, the one and only, the host with the most, Chef Existing the Toast. You heard? Big Moolah.
Hold on, man. Listen. I would just need y'all to speak up, period. Don't even worry about the mic no more. I don't know what's going on with the laptop, so we're going to get the audio off the,
Okay,
just speak up, so y'all don't have to speak in the mic no more.
Okay.
but you gotta speak up.
The mic and the mic dead. Look, tap, 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 bong, boom, 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 boom. Something like that I heard they ear.
Lil
It's done.
Duval. Lil Duval airlifted to the hospital after a car hit him while he was on his four-wheeler.
Mm.
I want to know how y'all feel. We'll swing it over to B, baby. We swing it to Doc. We go that way.
Yeah, man, I wish that man quick recovery. I'm glad he alive. I mean, other than that, anything else I said sound negative.
Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, man. We were just before the show started. What we was saying, Mo. Basically, I know how I feel. I don't know his shit might be more severe than me.
Right.
I caught a little L too with a little bite in DR. So who knows?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, we ain't got a lot of detail on the story, but I can imagine he was trying to use that phone, social media, go live. I want a bike. That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Big Mel, you got anything?
I hope he gets better. I think he's a funny guy. That's
He was definitely out there.
Was he that funny though? Keep it real. Let's keep it real. Was he that funny?
We gonna have.
I think it was more so like a little forced funny, but he's funny.
Kevin Hart.
Oh, so hold on,
Kevin
hold
Hart's
up,
to me
hold
also
up.
funny.
Okay, because he wasn't really funny.
Force funny is like he's not really that funny. He just do little antics like
Yeah.
act like he don't know he at the shore and act like he might drown or something in the ocean.
Yeah.
And then somebody got to tell him that.
Couldn't say it no better.
If we talking funny,
Top 50.
Nah.
hey, this guy was Lil Duval. He was okay.
Top 50?
He might be top 75, bro.
I don't know where I rank him. I'm not gonna try and rank him.
I mean,
on this
50,
show.
that's a lot of comedians in lined up. But I'm thinking about Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, all that add up to the 80s.
One thing I do know is
Caucasians. You got
one thing I do know is he not top 5. He not top 10. And this is Big Moolah talking. Y'all can quote
He not
me.
two.
DC Fly. Is he
He not
DC
too.
Fly funny?
He not 2.
He's not 3. He's not 3.
The camera
I think
man.
he's funny, but also I think he's like a class clown.
What you think about Lil
Hell,
He
talk
Duval?
about it.
does
Who's funny? Who's
to, like-
him?
Big Mel, what you think
He's
about
not
Lil
naturally
Duval?
funny. Like walking.
I think he
Alright,
is because of
she
his
said,
personality type.
Class clown funny.
Yeah, like I think.
Is he
What
Michael
you talking
Phelps?
about?
You don't like class clown funny?
No, see,
not
that's
like it.
somebody that I think
That
is
is him,
funny.
DC Young Fly.
Nah, he ain't fucking
You
with
talking
you.
about DC Young Fly or you talking about Lil Duval?
Oh, he's not.
DC Young Fly.
She's talking about DC Young Fly.
Oh, you don't think he
DC Young
funny?
Fly is
I think he's like a class clown.
Yeah, but he's the same
He
level
does
as Duval.
things to like make you laugh, but it's like
Yeah, generic.
They come
shit.
with extra antics.
It's type of
Yeah.
generic. It's a generic.
It's not just like
But I have watched the 85 South show, and sometimes he'll say funny things, but I feel like more of the time it's like his facial expressions and like the things that he does that makes it funny.
He's not the Richards, the Martins,
But like,
the Eddies.
well, they have that, but yeah, I hear you. He not the
The
who the
Chris's.
best,
He's not
though?
the
Who the
Chris's.
best?
He's not
Hold on, let's go around here. Let's start with you, Doc. Who the best?
like when we saying the best.
It's
like,
simple.
all right, no, hold on, because you in my era. Because I only know my era.
I don't know
it's
what
like you
era
said,
you
Wilt
talking about.
Chamberlain.
Sensible.
Oh, we talking about Wilt Chamberlain. I know Michael
I
Jordan.
can agree
I don't
with
know
that.
Wilt.
You seen that? You
I don't know
consider-
Mike better than Kareem. I don't know. I wasn't.
All right,
around.
so say you're Kareem then.
I know Mike was better than Kareem, but I wasn't around with Kareem.
All right, then give us your Michael Jordan.
All right, I'm gonna say my Michael was Martin, bro. Period. It was Martin.
Okay, that's fair.
It was Martin.
Who's yours?
I would say Martin too.
Okay.
I would say I don't have.
Oh, man.
Like I seen.
No, he like a couple people, but
I seen
Martin was my
We
man.
can all say we don't have that.
I don't have.
We all
what
don't
y'all-
have that,
whatever
really.
it is you talking about right now. I don't know where we took the conversation. Number one. Number two. Whatever it is you have right now, no, I don't have that. When you talking about niggas that's funny, yeah, it was Bernie Mac, it was Robin Williams, yeah, it was Chris Tucker, it
Chris
was Martin
Farley.
Lawrence.
Okay.
No, I'm not naming no. I'm naming who I'm naming.
Who
If I
you
say
naming
he,
for?
who I'm naming.
Who you hit?
I don't know what niggas
So
talking
keep going.
about.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
don't know what niggas
Give
talking
your
about.
version.
I don't know what niggas got going
So
on.
that was it.
But this is me personally.
These
Red
big-
Fox?
He
Hear me out, yo.
He said David Luke type of actors. and
This
shit.
big moolah. This big
Larry
moolah.
David.
Robin Williams and shit.
Yeah, like niggas don't even know who Robin Williams is.
It's Doubtfire, man.
No,
Come on,
I ain't
man.
talking about. I'm talking about the black dude,
Bill Cosby,
Robin Williams. Y'all don't even know who Robin Williams is, and y'all out here.
They said Bill Cosby was Wilt Chamberlain, and that was hard. I didn't know that.
I didn't mention Bill Cosby.
No.
I said Bernie Mac, Robin Williams, Chris Tucker, Martin Lawrence, Chris Rock, Jamie Foxx. Like I know who can do that comedy and who can't. You can't play with me when it comes to this. I seen every stand up.
But it's not levels. It's
It's
not
levels,
levels.
man.
It's not levels.
Is it levels between who?
It's levels, bro.
Between who?
And
Robin
you
Williams
you
and
start
fucking,
naming
No,
Kobe and
Robin
Jordan.
Williams is the black dude from House Party, right?
the black dude from Baby Kids.
No, yeah, from Baby's Kids. Yeah.
Okay.
That's Robin Williams, and I'm talking
Okay.
about. I'm not
yeah,
talking
but it's
about
not levels amongst
Miss
them.
Doubtfire or none of them.
It's not
Robin
levels.
Williams was the fucking goat.
Yeah,
What are you
that's
talking
my
about?
kid.
What does that have to do with it?
One of them. He was one of them.
Touch soup, baby. That's
Nah,
what
he watered it down.
He was
watered
one of
down
them.
the subject.
He was one of
watered
the
it
goats.
He
Hey,
thought
yo,
He wasn't
you know
Bernie. He wasn't Bernie though.
Bernie took a lot from him. Trust me.
But then that's
Bernie took a lot from him.
evolution though. That's
Whatever you
That's
want to call it,
progress.
man. I don't know what you want to call it, man. I ain't here for that.
hey.
It's big
It
moolah.
was a
I ain't here
thing
for
that
that.
that made fire with
Evolution and all this shit y'all talking about. I just know who was the funniest motherfucker.
I know Martin's staying at he's at the Mount Rushmore, man.
He ain't
He's
in
on
the
it.
top five.
He's
All
on.
right.
Martin Lawrence ain't top five.
Martin changed the whole
All right, let's
culture.
move on.
Everybody
Martin-
watching Martin.
Nah,
Nobody
hear
else
me
did
out.
that.
Hear me out.
Nobody else did that.
Huh.
I got
That's the we don't want. Because this
I
day
got
is
Big
good
Mel
time.
in here with me in case y'all forgot. Big Mel, how old is you?
26.
Big Mel, 26 years old. She bad. I want to ask Big Mel, who is your top 5 comedians? Give them to me. Start with number 5. Go down to number 1. Give them to me. Give them to me, Big Mel.
Okay, so I might not be the best person for this because I have older siblings, so I kind of grew up on like what they were really watching. But I was a very like eccentric child, so I was outside more than I was inside, like, you know, watching TV enough to pay attention.
I like that.
And like into my adulthood, I fall asleep to the TV. Like I don't really like. I just use it as background noise. Like for a majority of the things in my life, like even if I'm cooking or anything, I put the TV on as background noise. But I don't really pay attention to it.
Hey yo,
But
Shorty
if
was
I had
out.
to pick,
Hold on 1 second, Big Mel.
Who's a game changer, Mel?
Big Mel, hold on 1 second. Shorty was outside. Shorty don't watch TV. Listen, y'all let me know at home. Y'all let me know at home while we got Big Mel on here tonight. It's Big Mel. Make sure y'all tap in, make sure y'all follow her. Cause she one of the baddest. She one of the baddest around. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch TV either. You feel me? You tap in with me. Tap in with Big Moolah from the Willow Street. From the 60 Crown. You heard?
Come on,
Tap in with
Let's
Tap in with me. Hold up. Big Mel, tell him, man. Give me your top five through 1.
I don't even think I can come up with a top 5, but I can say
You can give me 3.
Chris Tucker, Jamie Foxx, Martin.
Chris Tucker.
I think Chris Tucker is somebody who's naturally funny. Like if he were to be in the room right now,
Well, Michael
he would
Jackson.
just be talk. Yeah, he's naturally funny too. I would say he's definitely in my.
Like he had me
Top
crying.
five, yeah.
He had me
Hold
crying.
on.
Hold up.
Like,
hold
just that
up.
picture
Hold
of
up.
Everybody slow down.
The
Everybody's
picture of him, he's funny with like
That's-
just
that's-
anything
that's-
he does
that's
though.
a good
Like
list.
that meme that he has where he's just looking out and his hair looks all crazy with the mustache. Like just little things like that. He's naturally like funny, and I think Chris Tucker is that same type of funny too.
I gave you all my list before she gave her list.
Yeah.
Her list was Chris Tucker, Martin Lawrence, and who else?
Chris Tucker, Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx,
And Jamie Foxx.
and
All of hear me out.
Mike
Hear me out.
Epps.
Hold on, baby. Listen. Y'all know what time it is with me. It's Big Moolah. World Take 76.
Jamie Foxx, the only one who made your list.
Hey yo, everybody know.
Don't even come in and start that. Don't even go into that.
Everybody know Martin. Martin on everybody's list.
Chris Tucker was on my list. Martin Lawrence was on my
Martin,
list.
look, you just said Martin. Let's say,
He just said it
Yeah,
in a
he
funny
just
list,
kinda-
didn't he? He said
yeah.
Robin Williams,
Yeah.
Bernie Mac. He did an all
Alright.
small forward list, but I respect that.
I got
Small
people
forward.
above
He did
her.
small forwards.
Y'all got
No
to
two
think.
guards. He ain't throw Martin in there. He ain't throw Eddie in there. He ain't throw
Y'all older than her.
Michael.
And she had the
He
list
got
right.
older siblings.
What you
bro.
mean?
She had the list right.
What was
Y'all
my
didn't.
list? What was my
Y'all
list?
didn't.
We had
It
the
don't
same
matter.
list.
What was my
It
list?
wasn't right.
We got a chance.
It wasn't right.
And he probably was going to ask a little
Right.
You know, my
rather.
splash coming crazy. If we going top 5, I
Top
thought
five.
it's
Let's
on
go
one.
fair though,
It started
man.
from
Let me
1.
do mine real quick.
We changed
He
his.
just did his. He did. She did. Do ahead, do yours.
I ain't do nothing yet. I ain't even get my favorite. That's crazy.
Go
I
ahead.
don't really
His top
care
five.
who niggas' favorites is, man. Niggas got top 5.
Yeah, man.
Fuck
If
it,
niggas
man.
got nah. If niggas got top 5 lists, I'm willing to hear them out. Word is like, if anybody got a top 5 list they willing to share right now, I'm willing to hear them out. Big Mel gave hers.
Everybody
I
gonna
gave-
go up first.
You think Will Smith funny?
yeah, like a comedy show funny though. Like
Okay.
I don't think out of the people that I mentioned,
You
like
said
I would
that.
pay to go see them like perform, like stand up, like because I think they're funny like that. But like I wouldn't pay to see Will Smith do stand up.
What about Chris
Agree
Rock?
on that.
I don't find him to be that funny. For me, he's not really like my liking, but I do understand that he is a major person in the comedy world. It's just, I don't know. I like Everybody Hates Chris though, and I like that one movie that he did, that I saw. But
I don't like that shit.
I don't really, I can't really say
Martin,
I watched it.
Martin and Will honestly had the best sitcom show out of all the comedians.
Yeah.
in history.
And I do like
Fresh
some Kevin
Prince and
Hart stand-ups.
Then it's probably
I think.
Living Color. You got them. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my gosh, and
They
Living
funny.
Color.
I I forgot about them. That's a whole nother bag.
Yeah, that's another.
All them in
that's
there,
Jim
I ain't gonna hold you,
Carrey,
bro. My Ivy Rain
Keenan,
brothers,
yes.
Keenan kind of funny, bro, on the low. Like, he funny. Keenan, and what's the other nigga? Damon
And
Wayans.
they're definitely
Y'all like the
pioneers
Monique show?
because
Nah, I ain't fucking Monique.
I like the Monique show. I grew up with that
Nigga
show.
said
I feel like- Because then on Monique, we fighting for a spot. I had to get her adjusted. We got
Okay.
a woman on the,
Nah, I get it. What about the Brandy
Let's be
show?
real, because Monique, she held herself down amongst a bunch of men. Let's be real, though.
Was she on Brandy?
Man,
The
Monique,
mo-
Moesha.
Monique
Yeah,
said
but
she was
she-
on, I know that's
yeah.
what she really like.
but she had her own shit.
She had her
you
own
feel
sitcom.
me?
They just intertwined
And
them.
her
She
shit,
gave good.
she held her shit down. Let's don't do Monique like that, though.
Nah, you right. Shout out
Don't do
to
that
Monique.
shit. Don't do that shit. Because Jamie Foxx had his show. And it was good too.
Hey, yo,
Monique shit was good.
But that shit was medium rare. Martin shit
Monique
was
was
well
on
done.
the, remember the
Hitting you with
neighbor?
too many different styles.
Remember the neighbor?
Sinead and Roscoe, Martin was too versatile with his scrap.
No,
bro.
Martin was just. Moon don't respect the Martin series though.
I don't respect
Martin,
this
that was-
conversation no more, y'all. Listen,
Martin, man,
it's
that's
time to
that's
clear
not-
out.
Exit out.
Well, exit out, man, that was legendary.
He'll want to get
Uh,
chewed up.
Nah, it's just like, whoa, what is we even talking about? These niggas is coming crazy.
I agree.
Me and Big Mel gave our shit. We gave the best shit.
Okay.
And that's it, man. Listen,
It
we
is
going
what it is, Yeah,
I think
man.
Mel had the best list, man. He started saying he fucked
Everybody was on
Robin
the list
Williams. He
before
was
I
going
did.
good, but he said Robin Williams. I'm like, nah, bruh. You don't get him starting five. He come off
Yo,
the bench.
Yeah.
you don't even know who Robin Williams is.
Touch two, baby. That's him. That's the baby kids. The one he whooped kid ass at the end of the movie when he came in, snuck in the house,
Uh-huh.
came downstairs. Nigga,
He was kid's
he
dad.
passed away.
He was
Yeah,
kid's dad.
kid dad. Whooped his
Yo.
ass at the end of the movie.
These niggas don't know what they talking about. Hear me out, y'all.
Keep it spade though. That's all facts, bro. Don't-
Gina 2. Gina 2.
Yeah.
Gina 2. I'm just, listen. Gina 2. Instagram model. Went untested for 10 years. She's 25 now.
Oh, she's only 25.
She's 25 now. Gina 2. She has age, y'all. It's time to get serious. It's time to have serious conversation, man. It's like playtime is over. She's been linked to different celebrities in the industry. I don't know if we want to say those names tonight. I don't know. She's been linked in. How do y'all feel? I want to start with Big Mel. Nah, because Big Mel is the woman here. Big Mel as a woman. How do you feel right now?
It's a little scary, I feel like, but I also feel like it's because there's such a stigma to HIV and AIDS that like I'm part of that group that like kind of partakes in that stigma, I guess. But I'm also a medical professional, so I understand that this can happen to anybody. In her case, she should have been getting tested regularly, but this reflects our society today. A lot of women and men do not get tested. And that's just me as a medical professional. Like when you ask somebody, when's the last time you've been tested? And they'll tell you like 3 years ago. Well, in these 3 years, you could have contracted a lot of shit and you have no idea. Some people are asymptomatic. They don't show symptoms whatsoever. So you have this disease in you, but you're not showing symptoms. And her specific case, most HIV cases, you do show those symptoms. So it's either she realized she had this symptom but was in denial, so she never went to go get tested because she, deep down, she either knew that it was going to come back positive. Because I feel like anybody in this generation, if you have even like a tingle or you wake up and you just don't feel like yourself, you're on WebMD. Like, what the fuck is going on in my body? Like, you know, at least I'm like that. I'm a hypochondriac. So it's like, one thing, I'm like, no, I gotta go to the doctor.
Oh, that's facts.
I'm like, I have to
go
go.
down there.
Preach it.
You know, so it's like, for you to go 10 years having HIV symptoms and not getting tested, you were, you know, rejecting that on like yourself. You just didn't want to come to terms with it. And which is evil because you're sleeping with other people.
Yeah.
Knowing that you're in denial that you have this, because I've taken care of people who are HIV positive. Okay, like if you even go 2 years, 3 years without taking any type of medication, it's not gonna be 10 years that you have AIDS. Like, it's very rare that you survive without any medication with HIV. You can get a cold and
What about Dr. CB? A Dr. CB diet.
alkaline diets do not. And I know people probably gonna be like, no, yes
They
they
say
do.
that's what the people don't want you
Yes,
to know.
they do. But
Move, let me see that.
if you have diabetes and I tell you to do an alkaline diet, you're going to end up in the hospital. You now have a disease in your body. I understand the diet. Okay, I support it, actually. Like, I'm pescatarian myself. Like,
No, but that's real life. You could
but
cure certain
you
shit. Or whatever.
you can cure. Can you cure it though?
No, you
And
don't.
I'm not saying that, you know, medicine will cure it
Preventative.
either. But can you?
With something that you never
It's
touched.
more
like
preventative.
a Dr. CB brings something to the table. Is it possible, you think?
It's more preventative than curing anything.
Yes.
Even with, I'm talking about
You start that with
straight
Dr.
raw,
CB before
that
you
raw,
get diabetes.
that
And you won't get
raw
diabetes.
alkaline diet.
Like that. That's a perfect example.
Say that again.
You start that Dr. CB before you get diabetes, and you won't get diabetes.
Like that.
It'd be less likely for you to
Oh,
get some of
Right,
these
so-
westernized diseases
Exactly.
and modern
I
day
didn't know that.
diseases and stuff like that.
So if you already have diabetes and you go to an alkaline diet, it's not going to do anything for you because you already have diabetes, you know? Yes, you can balance both. I feel
Yeah.
like people should balance both. Take medicine, but also look at it at a holistic way and do both, you know? Like, I'm not big on medicine, but I take CMOS and everything, but if need be and I just don't feel like I can cure myself, I'll go to the doctor, you know? Like, I'm not a doctor. I can't see what's going on internally, you know? So I support both. Like, I'm not, your doctor will give you shit and tell you shit that if you come home, drink some tea and it's gonna clear you up, you know? Like, you don't have to do that. But at the same time, for like these diseases like HIV, like an alkaline diet is not going to cure you from AIDS or HIV or herpes or anything like that. What it will do is help keep the symptoms at bay because you're feeding your body organic substances to really help it fight. You know, you're eating from the source, but it's not going to cure you. Now, that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
That's just how I see it. But I don't
That
believe
sounds about
that
right.
just an alkaline diet will cure you and, you know, do that. But like I was saying in her case, I just feel like it's scary. And today on my Instagram, I actually
Heads up, there's smoke in the hallway. The alarm may sound. The alarm is loud.
Smokey here, yo. We inside the studios, World Kids Podcast. This is episode 76.
Shout out to Diggs, man. Diggs.
Big shout out to my boy Diggs, the
So
producer.
many.
Big shout out
When
to
Diggs
Big
ain't here, it's real reckless.
It's Big Mo, it's Big B, it's Big
Smoke alarm
Dot.
silenced in the
This
hallway.
is episode 76. Let's get it.
But I just feel as though like it's everybody's responsibility to get tested. Now the medical field is tricky. They are more so about money than actually treating you. So when you do go get tested, they only test you for certain STDs like gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia.
Unless
That's
you
it.
ask for it, correct?
Yes.
And you gotta
you have
pay
to,
for it. Lab court.
Yes, you have to ask for it because these are blood
Lab
tests.
court do that.
So like HPV for women, we can only know if we have HPV through pap smears. That's it. They don't test you for it. There's not a blood test for men. Nothing. You know that you have it from a pap smear. Now HPV, that's the most common STD. That's why they have those Gardasil shots and everything like that. It's the most common STD. It leads to cervical cancer in women, testicular cancer in men, or it goes away on its own in 2 years. Then there's herpes. Herpes is a critical STD currently in the African American community. The rises are high. There's a lot of debates on whether the COVID-19 vaccine is what gave, herpes in the African American community, but there's a higher herpes rate. Now, herpes, there's a stigma with it, but people don't understand. If you meet a new partner and you have sex with them, that does not mean that they're the ones who gave you herpes. It could easily be somebody that you slept with in high school that had it and you had no idea. But you didn't become symptomatic until 20 years later. So herpes is like a real tricky, so I feel like they don't test people for it because they know it is so common these days that chances are you have it. 1 in 4 people have herpes, and they might not know that they do because 1, you can go years without showing any symptoms whatsoever, no breakouts. And 2, if you're not doing blood tests when you go get STD checks, they're not testing you for it. And when they test you for HIV, they only test you for HIV. It's not HIV and herpes and other blood-borne illnesses. It's HIV or herpes. So you have to ask for a full blood panel so they can screen your blood for everything and know what's going on the inside. So yeah, like I said, on her part, I feel bad for her because I saw her TikTok yesterday and everything, and she explained her story. But it's like I said, to know that you have these symptoms, anybody with HIV can tell you their most common symptom was that they were sick with flu-like symptoms. Doctors will also tell you that you're sick with flu-like symptoms, So it's you went through that. You watched your body lose weight, you're losing weight, there's obvious changes happening in you. And you're telling me you just didn't go get tested just because, you just didn't go get tested? Yes, she's linked to other celebrities in the industry, but they probably got tested, and are on medication that we, the public, don't know about. But
here's the thing, though. You go get tested, that shit don't pop up. But you got it.
What doesn't pop up?
Whatever it is, HIV, AIDS.
Oh, that's gonna pop up.
You can go undetected.
Medicated.
You can go undetected.
Medicated.
Listen, hear me out. I don't want to argue about it because Big Mel.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
That's why I was like, you better chill
There's
out.
medication every day that if somebody who does test HIV
I don't even
positive,
know that.
they can take medication to the point where they are no longer tested
No, he's
positive
saying
and
that
they're
they can,
undetected.
you can harbor it and it can be dormant.
No.
He said it's gonna be diluted.
No.
It's not
It's
not considered
hold on.
HIV till you got a certain level anyway. So it's you can't have it dormant,
Yes,
basically.
basically
in that
it's
blood,
24
right?
hours,
That's
but
facts.
it's in your blood. This
Yeah.
is
Blood.
your so for
Yeah.
example, HPV, you can get HPV through bodily sweat, just from your pelvis thrusting into somebody else's pelvis. That sweat, if they have HPV, you can get that. So it's if somebody has HIV,
Papillomavirus or something like
yes,
that.
if somebody has HIV, by 2 weeks you're going to start feeling those flu-like symptoms. It's in your system. That's why they tell you if you feel like you've been exposed to HIV, go to your local Planned Parenthood or call your doctor so you can take a pill that can help you. If you did contract it, repel it and beat it. Otherwise, you have it.
Yeah, because they consider HIV based off a certain testing level,
Yeah.
a certain count of
Your
what's
blood
that?
cells.
Blood
Pretty
cells.
much.
A blood cell count. You don't have it if you don't have that blood cell. That's based
And
off
that's why
the
they
only way
give
they
you
test
that
it. You don't
time
have it.
limit to take
So it's
that
almost
medication.
no way it can kind of lay dormant in a sense.
Yeah.
Now I've heard other situations where that was the thing, but I
Can you
don't
go
know, man.
asymptomatic? Yes, if that's what you mean. Everybody's
That's
body
what
is
I
different.
I think
You
that's
know?
I think that's what I meant. Where you're you're
Yeah,
not
you
feeling the
can
symptoms,
go
you don't really know
asymptomatic. You
have
don't
it.
feel it, and you just go get tested
What
for
is
normal.
And you never
Flu-like
really got
symptoms,
tested for
pretty
HIV type
Right.
of thing.
So it's you feel normal.
Yeah.
That's because that's just your body type.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that
But if
If
you did that
someone
blood
has
test,
it-
No.
I'm sorry.
Big Mel, you're telling us if someone has it and get tested, it's going to show.
Yes.
Yeah, it's only one way you can be determined that you have it. I don't have my phone. Like, I would have been pulled that shit
There's
up. But
a time
there's
limit,
no
like
other
I
way
said.
you can be determined.
If you got exposed to somebody with HIV, let's say you go out, you have sex with somebody, you know, it could be anybody. You have sex with somebody, and you walk past their counter and you see HIV medication, you're like, oh shit, like, I need to go get tested. When you go to your doctor and you say, I just got exposed to HIV, they will give you medication that will help you fight that off to basically protect you.
Yeah.
But there's a time limit on that.
Okay.
You can't come a week later and say, hey, 2 months ago I was exposed to HIV. Well, you're HIV positive. You know? So yes, you can be asymptomatic. You can be, you know, like, you know, everything's kosher in your body. You feel normal. Maybe some symptoms, but they're slight. But you don't think anything of it. But if you don't ask your doctor, hey, I want a full panel blood test. Like, I want to make sure everything in me is normal. If you're a woman and you're not going to an OBGYN and they're doing pap smears for you, or just, you know, you're having discharge, that's not normal, and they do that swab. If they don't do that for you, you're not gonna know, you know? So that's why I advocate, like on my Instagram story, following this girl, you know, posting her story online. I actually posted statistics for people, and like Trenton itself is number 15 out of 50 cities in Jersey that has a high rate of chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis. It's very common in Trenton.
That's for a long time, too.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, there's no stigma in getting tested. If you feel anything, go get tested. Even if you don't feel anything, go get tested. Like, it's every 3 to 6 months. Even if you're married to somebody, get tested. You never know what's going on in the body, you know? Get tested, know what's going on with your body, and be honest with your partners. Like, if you wake up and you say, hey, I went to go pee this morning and it burned, I'm going to go get tested. You're letting them know. Sorry, it might feel offensive, but if I'm telling you I'm going to go get tested, that's letting you know something's not right. I'm going to get tested to make sure that everything is, you know, kosher. It could just be I have a UTI and it's not an STD, you know? But getting tested lets you know what you got going on in your body. So if you don't know what you got going on and you're out here having sex with people, you're just spreading. If you do got something, you're just spreading it. And then they have sex with other people, it spreads. And then it continues to spread and spread. And like with women, it affects us differently because, you know, our organs are internal as everybody's, but like, you know, you have access to our insides.
Yes.
So we'll get pelvic inflammatory disease. And that's painful for women. You know, that can stop you from having children. But also with men, it can stop you guys from having kids. There's testicular cancer, sperm count will be too low. It affects people differently. So go get tested so you know your status. And if you do have HIV, take medication so you can go undetected. But let your partner know, hey, I'm HIV positive, but I am undetected right now. So I'm not transferring it to you. I'm up to date on my medications, whatever the case may be, communicate that. Now, it's up to the person that you're with if they want to stay with you or not.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, I feel like the stigma is like, people are like, oh my gosh, like, you have HIV, you better leave them, da da da. No, like, if you love that person, there are people out here who have HIV and their partners don't. And they're living like normal lives.
Right.
Communicate with your partner, you know? Even like herpes, with the stigma with herpes. If you communicate with your partner, hey, I have herpes. 1 in 4 people in America have herpes.
Yeah.
I take medication for it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I can't transfer it to you, so we should still practice safe sex. But there are moments in time where, you know, like, I might have sores and I can't have sex with you. Be honest, be open, let them know. And if they say, oh no, herpes, that's not for me. That's not for them. That's it, you know? Let it go, let it walk away.
Somebody tell
She
you that.
preaching, she
That
preaching,
is
yo.
somebody telling you that. Like,
It's okay to be
I got herpes.
I've
Like, yo,
been
I'm
in a
looking.
position where somebody that I was dating had herpes, and that was the first thing he let me know. Like, it was, I'm telling you, if there's, somebody tells you I'm HIV positive, and you stay with them, HIV. And there's people out here who are married to partners that are not positive, and they're positive. There is that much love in the world.
China?
It can be anywhere. You don't know people's business.
Yeah.
Like, it could be
The streets.
anywhere. But this isn't anywhere thing. It's a normal thing.
Right,
that
no,
I
happens.
agree with that. That's
So it's
That's
like, just talk to your partner. This man told me I have herpes. I just want to let you know. But I'm on my medication every day. But it's just a risk that I can transfer it to you. You know? And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know this person has herpes, but you're like, damn, like, they have all the qualities that I want.
And that was told.
But it was just one mistake. Yes, he was honest.
And you say solid.
I didn't have a problem with it. I'm a medical professional, though. I know what the stigma is. I can't sit here and be like, oh my gosh, ew, like, you know?
You got access.
What if you, like I said, you're dating somebody for 3 years, they go out, cheat on you. The person that they cheat on you with have herpes. They come back, they sleep with you. Now you have herpes. You didn't do anything. It got done to you. But now you have that stigma. So that's meaning that you're not deserving of having a relationship or anything. People have to really open their minds and really think about it.
You gotta leave. I mean, like, you know how that goes.
I understand it, but like I said, I'm also a medical professional who understands the science behind it. So it's like, but you're not getting tested. Like, she went 10 years not getting tested.
And she was sleeping with numerous people.
And she said she was a drug addict. So it's
She
like,
was
there's so many
she
different
was
things.
like, even now on her Instagram and shit like that. Well, when I was looking at it last night, she was selling like sensual, sexual pictures. She advertising like herself in a sexual manner. Like, she has an OnlyFans and shit like that. It's just like everything like, come fuck me, basically. She got come fuck me written all over her profile. Come fuck me written all over her lifestyle.
What he said.
But she really getting fucked on.
What?
Ain't they all? I just want to say.
But she getting fucked on, and she went a long time without getting tested and stuff like that. The girl went to 66 pounds. You kidding me?
Yeah, and she was.
That's like that's a
We're the same
toddler.
height.
How you
5'4".
feel about Nick Cannon?
That's a toddler, Mo.
He slept with her and he in the hospital.
You wait till you get a toddler weight. You think you just cute and people just want to fuck on
But
you?
that's what I'm saying. Nick Cannon could have known because he went to go get tested. So he could have known. Okay? Or it could have happened that she was laid up with Nick Cannon prior to her getting infected. She doesn't know who infected her. And she
Chris
doesn't know.
Brown, he said either Chris CB or Nick Cannon.
If it's either of the two, maybe they got tested and got medicated and that now they're undetectable.
Then she throwing Chief Keef name in. She's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I slept with him too.
I feel like she
chasing a bag.
It could be because right now, like she even says on her TikTok, her followers grew like overnight. Like people are following her story. As you said, you went on her Instagram page. I went on her TikTok.
Yeah.
So like we're tuning into this, and the more views she gets, the more contracts she's going to get, the more people are going to try to see what's going on with her, the more you're going to follow up with it. Mm-hmm. So now if she declines more, that's going to be another top story that she's declining more. So now again, more people are going to tune in and more people are going to. But I feel like the positive of it is we're now having a conversation about AIDS. Mm-hmm. We're talking about STDs. Like it's a conversation now because you know what's happening. Other than that, it's like a taboo. Like I said, like if somebody calls you and says, "Yo, like I just got tested and I have chlamydia," like go to your doctor. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck? Like this dirty bitch." Like
STD,
but you
like in mental health.
Let me say this, y'all.
So
in the black community is like
but you should
frowned
be
upon.
tested, you know, like, and I've worked in an urgent care center where
heavy,
and it's also medical doctors too. I've worked in an urgent
that
care
anybody
center.
can go through.
Yeah,
you get frowned upon just being human.
right.
I mean,
exactly.
I guess I don't see.
Yeah, like you get an STD, a bitch will laugh at you had gonorrhea, which like numbers shows that mad motherfuckers had gonorrhea, but you gotta keep it to yourself and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Let me say this,
be
y'all.
more open about it. Like, you might have some trauma.
Let me say this, y'all. Prayers to everybody involved. It's your boy Big Moolah. AIDS, HIV is serious. This the World Takes Podcast. This episode 76. I got my peoples in here with me and we want y'all to know. If you're going through something out there, hit us up at theworldtakespodcast.com, at gmail.com. It's your boy Big Moo and we here for y'all. That's real talk.
We say that there.
Please, word protection. If you're a young man, if you're a young woman, make sure your partner is being safe.
And be honest about your sexuality.
Please, be honest about your sexuality. This is Big Moolah talking. I'm gonna drop a bomb for that. I got Big Mel in here with me. B baby. S Dot. We gonna get right into it. YSL. Now niggas screaming free bands. Now niggas screaming 4PF. You know what Big Moolah say. Niggas is the police. Why is y'all screaming these other gang names? Why is y'all throwing Lil Baby in that? Now Future. They don't got nothing to do with that. Y'all wishing that shit on them. This lady come out. Listen, hear me out. You tell me what type of police come out and say, oh, we're gonna have 2 more RICO charges in the next 60 days, y'all stay tuned. What is this, social media? What type of games is we playing out here? This is America. You innocent until proven guilty. They ain't proved none of my boys guilty yet. Niggas running around out here, oh, he should be in jail, they should be in jail. It's like you niggas is cowards. And a lot of you niggas was doing the same thing these niggas was doing. I don't know what nobody was doing. This Big Moolah talking from Willow Street. What the fuck is he talking about?
What's up with it, man?
Hear me out though. Hear me out. One moment, Doc. You next. Hear me out.
Yeah.
I don't know what these niggas was doing, but I know you niggas was doing the same thing. And you want these niggas in jail. Look me in my face, you niggas is cowards. These niggas might have pressed up on y'all when y'all was outside. I don't know. I don't got no evidence. Fuck is y'all talking about? Cause y'all coming like cowards. This Big Moolah talking about freedom niggas. These niggas is innocent and proof. What's going on is a travesty. What's going on is a travesty. Y'all they trying to change the landscape. Y'all using rap lyrics now? Why y'all ain't use the country lyrics? Why y'all ain't use the rock and roll lyrics? Why y'all ain't get the people to rush the Capitol on January 6th? I make a whole brand new why. I ain't Jadakiss, nigga. It's Big Mo.
Why they ain't get the white supremacists out in Georgia? Why they ain't go out the motorcycle?
Come on.
Why they try to grab the Trump money too long?
Come on, man. Free YSL.
Free YSL.
Come on, man. What is
She trying to get Trump out there. His money too long. She barely got YSL. You know, it's their color. You know, complexion for the connection type shit.
Listen,
Why body still sending all that bread to
What's her name?
Ukraine?
I don't understand the how you feel
Why
about
body
that?
still sending all that bread to
No.
Ukraine?
How you feel about a black 50-year-old African American woman so hard on young rappers, want to get them out of Georgia, want to get them locked up slavery, and she black? Why you think she coming for all the rappers like?
Personally,
so
I kind of think it's a little weird, but maybe you never know with the alleged gang ties that they have and alleged killings that have happened. It could have been a relative. She could be just feeling vengeful. Like, you know, the saying is hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So she could be feeling something. So she's cracking down on it, you know. These is like, it's a RICO, so it's years of investigation. Like,
Better to be in the
you know,
wilderness.
yeah.
And she under Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
They said she came
So,
under.
you know, now I do believe that they do tend to pick on black men more than any other group because, like Moolah said, like, you know, they're not using rock and roll lyrics and, you know, they're not doing anything crazy like that. Like, in rock and roll bands, like.
But you gotta think about it. Georgia is a southern state. You know, with some type of
Right,
radical
exactly.
motorcycle, supremacist.
Right, and you know, we don't know what happens. Like,
Not to mention,
doors.
see, I do a little research, man, about the same lady we talking about. She the same lady that took down black teachers. They said corona. Remember that said they messed up SAT
So like,
tests?
I'm a huge conspiracy person. I do believe that there's puppets that the government pays or uses to kind of like infiltrate black communities. Like
Tony Mack.
So I'm a big fan of the Boondocks, and I feel like the Boondocks kind of shows you each character that we have in present day society. Like, you know, a black stereotype that is like that. So I do feel like some people truly are Uncle Ruckus, and you know, they live and abide by that regardless. Like, Uncle Ruckus thought he was white, and he was dreaming that he was white, but in reality, no matter what he said, like when that one episode when they actually did his blood test and he came back 100% like black, and he like completely changed his lifestyle, and like you could see how he dressed different, talked different, and did all that. So I personally believe like they're like agents or people who don't like themselves.
The Django.
Yes, like people who don't like themselves. So it's like, you know, or people who look at white people as the standard. So their whole life they knew that this is the standard, you know? And I will say, I'm from the suburbs, and I will say a lot of black people from the suburbs do tend to grow up with that mindset. And
no, people really be agents though.
Yeah, I do believe that there are
There's different levels
agents,
of agents.
and I feel like just like the CIA was putting drugs in the black community, they can instill different people and put them on a pay rate. Money will buy anything from somebody.
Big Mel.
So
shout out your suburb. What's your suburb? Give us
my suburb is Ghetto, Mooresville, Pennsylvania. That's my suburb. And yeah.
Shout out Mooresville, man. We in the building. It's Big Move, Big Mel. Big B, baby, Big S Dot. You already know. World Takes episode 76. Big Mel, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
My boys, one of my favorites. They back. New single, last Friday, whole sample, Division.
Yes.
If I cheat on you, that don't mean I don't love you. How you feel, big man? Let me know. Let me know. Y'all at home, get in the comments. Rotatespodcast.com @gmail.com. Big B, baby, Big S Dot, Big Moolah, Big Mel. We in here, new Division, whole sample. I want to know how y'all feel at home, but right now, Big Mel, I want to know how you feel in studio. New Division song with the whole sample. Let me know.
I feel like it's a very toxic song. It's
Okay.
a very like all men are gonna support this song because
Okay.
for some reason men think that it's valid.
Okay.
Now I'm a Division fan, so I will say I do like the vocals and the beat and the video. Actually, there's a twist at the end of the video, and I feel like that's really cool how they like put that in there.
Yes.
But then it opens up conversation because if you've seen the video at the end, she's ready to like, you know, she has his phone and she's ready to like curse him out and be like, bitch, you had these bitches texting you, like, you know? But then his friend comes up and says, oh, you seen some crazy shit in my phone, right?
Yeah.
And like, she's like, oh my God, I just destroyed everything of this man's upstairs. So it's like, did I fuck up? Then my friend actually says to me, no, that's just a ploy. That was her boyfriend's phone, but he already told his friend in the car, like, yo, when we walk up, take my phone and act like it's yours.
I bet that was
So
your friend was a
I'm
black
like-
woman. A smart
My
woman
friend
who
was
would-
a black man.
Nah.
A heterosexual black
He a
man.
hater.
No,
That's why he's your friend.
heterosexual black man, no.
That's why
So
I'm your friend.
therefore,
Your friend
it
role.
opened up a new can of worms for me because people do be shiesty like that, and people will do that.
Nah, yeah.
Like,
You think somebody do you like that, Big Mel?
Like-
I have been cheated on before.
No, but like
Not by a black man.
like that.
He was a
to
black
where
man.
it's like,
Black
oh,
men
we gonna play
don't
with this girl
cheat on
mine.
girls.
We gonna pretend like that's
I
your
don't know
phone.
if he like
They not
did
gonna do you
that.
like that.
I don't think so, but I do feel like men can come up and like, you know, conjure ideas like that.
Have you ever cheated?
No,
You've never cheated on
never.
anyone.
I get very like I get tunnel vision when I date people, so I tend to put all my eggs in one basket.
So what about when you if you take breaks? You take breaks if you don't.
I don't take breaks in my relationships. If
Like,
we take
y'all
a break,
need,
that
like,
means we break up.
Like a little. What about a 2-3 day?
I give you your space. Like in relationships,
Yeah,
I
space
believe
for you.
that we're
I
still
need
individuals.
Space. Like can't
So,
have you all over ugly.
Yeah, I need my space too, but that doesn't mean that we like are taking breaks. To me, a break is we're breaking up. Like that's just how I move though, personally. So, yeah, but
Like I know better.
yeah, like
Yeah.
go, you know, enjoy being single if that's what you want to hint at, or like, you know, if you feel like you need some alone time, go relax your mind because mental health is important. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop what I got going on. And that's just how I live my life, I guess. But the Division song, I do like it. It is something that I can play. I do feel like it is something women can also relate to because I know men that have been cheated on and they stay. Women do cheat.
Honestly, like, all your friends probably be cheating, right?
Not all of my friends, but
Most of them.
I do have a few homegirls that have done it before.
Most of them.
No, I don't have a lot of female friends, so I would say like at least 2 of them.
So
have
How many female friends do you have?
like maybe 5 altogether.
You got 5 altogether. 2 of them be cheating.
How they boyfriend be acting?
They don't know.
The other 3 is
They
faithful.
don't know. They don't be calling. They don't
Even if they call though, like
like
They-
what?
so like
2 out of 5 is fake.
I will say
Yeah.
men like women can move around a bit better than men can.
You know, girls.
But only 2 of them will move around.
So I've never cheated,
I would-
but to be honest with you, I want to see what all the hype is about. I
You
feel
wanna
like
cheat.
I
If
feel
you want
like
to cheat on
men.
somebody, look, cheat on it.
I feel like men always have so much fun when they're cheating, you know, like it's exciting for you guys. And when you get caught, it's like, oh wow, like I get caught. It's like you guys are little kids in a sense, and you tell a little kid like stop touching something, but they keep touching it anyway. And then they get caught, and you discipline them, and they're disappointed that they got this.
Hey, Big Mel there giving it up, yo.
That's an interesting point. What if they parent leave them though, abandon them, like stop touching them? Oh, you ain't gonna say I'm leaving. How you think that child gonna feel?
I mean, that's a different perspective.
And we talking about like as an adult. We ain't talking about real kids.
Right.
We talking about like
Right.
how you think your daddy gonna feel if he tell you, oh, stop doing that, stop coming in late, or stop putting on my clothes, stop that. Or you ain't left. But your other niggas always used to keep begging you and keep asking you and keep pleading.
So
with you.
personally, I feel like that person would respect themselves, and eventually accountability is a thing. You know, like I would have to hold myself accountable. Like, you know, this person told me, especially if you know I know how to communicate. So like, if I don't like something, like I'm gonna tell you I don't like it. But I always say I don't say things 3 times. So if I tell you a second time, you should already know I'm halfway out the door. Like I'm not gonna keep repeating
But a lot of
myself.
people don't take people serious. Like they think
Oh.
they be playing. Everybody think it's a game. Till them things
Until-
coming out.
Yeah, like, you know, like I'm a step. Like, you know, so like I don't really care. So it's like
Alright, yo, listen. We gonna reel it back in this big moolah. I'm on a set right now. You tuned in, and I want to thank all of y'all that's watching at home. Shout out my best friend, man. Shout out Big Baby.
Shout out to Big
the
Baby.
north side, the south side, the west side, the east side, man. I see all of y'all, man. It's big moolah, man.
Shout out to all the real ones.
For real, yo. Word is life. Thank y'all for coming out here tonight, man. We're gonna get into it. I got one last topic, man, because I want to talk about it because for me, it's nasty. Big Mel, I don't know if you might not know about this, but tap in with me. Listen, we've been knowing this guy since a child. We all know about this guy since he was a child, we was a child, we was watching this guy. This guy is still doing scandalous things, y'all. This guy, his name is Murder Mace from Harlem. You feel me? He got another scandal to where he didn't pay Fabio the right amount of money. The manager, he's talking about the manager ran off with the money. I don't know if that was Mace's manager that he hired. They ran off with the money. I don't know who that was, but Mace said he ain't paying no more money. Fabio only ended up getting 5,000. He got signed with 2 other niggas. They both got 5,000. It was supposed to be what I believe to be a $40,000 play. I don't know. They said the manager ran off with 20. That's light though. But somehow through it all, in the end of it all, Murder Mace from Harlem, the pastor from Atlanta. I don't know how you know him. You might know him as Murder Mace from Harlem. You might know him as the pastor from Atlanta. I don't know. Y'all know me as Moolah from Willow Street. Moolah from Evans Ave. That's what y'all know, right?
Mason
You
Bell.
might know this nigga as, you know, the Harlem World Gangster. You might know this nigga as the Atlanta World Pastor. I don't know how you know him. But what we do know is this nigga now owns Fabio's Masters. When you're an artist, when you're a rap artist, an R&B singer, a country singer, any kind of artist, your masters is the most important thing to you. That's your everything. Me personally, I thought Fabio been on fire for the last year and a half. My boy Pop, unfortunately, was taken away. Fabio even acknowledged this. Pop was the king of New York. Nigga, now it's me. He said that on his song. Y'all.
Come on, bro.
Nah.
What you talking about, though?
Hear me out, y'all. He said that on his song, and it's like now, whoa, Mace on your publishing? Mace on your masters, bro? I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's right, man. Y'all get in the comments, let me know. Young Fabio Forum, man, y'all get in the comments, let me know. But you got some on it?
What?
On this, you got some on it?
Yeah, nah, their business good. Fabio stated, when he said, their business is good.
Thought you got anything on it?
No, B, what you got to say, B? You got something to say on that.
Man, nah, that's it though. Like their business is good though. Like I don't know, Moo talking about when the whole owning the Masters and stuff.
Well, Fabio just got on. He was just on $1 for games, and he only got 5 reps.
Yeah, that was just like when he wasn't doing nothing. No, he wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah,
You respect Mace owning Fabio Masters?
Yeah, he held that for leverage until they got their contract with the label. They ain't had no label contract.
And Mace gave
He
that.
held that for leverage. That was part of the contract he held for leverage. They got rid of that.
I don't think Mace should hold his masters though. I think Mace should give him his masters.
I don't think Mace owed his Masters.
I'm telling you something.
I think Mace should give him his masters. What's the whole
Mace gave that
being
song
selfish?
because
You
Fabio
want
was like, Fabio was glad he talking about it. He was like, yeah, but you know what I mean? Because I was on some Young Smart shit. And he was like, nah, I ain't gonna lie though. It was like, I mean, he did some shit like, cause he was like,
But he was
he ain't wanna get me, like he ain't wanna do me dirty, basically, and paraphrasing how he was coming. So like, he didn't Mace ain't getting jerking with no deal. They business good.
Yeah, but they try to just say 5 reps, so wasn't no money.
Yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, and then he wasn't doing no work neither.
He went wild on the back on
He
5
wasn't
reps.
putting in no work. They got the label contract. You feel
He
me?
wild over guilty. He like, yeah, 5 reps.
He wasn't putting in no work.
He ain't had no name yet. Mace was explaining it. Like, he ain't had no name. He
Yeah.
wanted Demon Tom. The labels.
He was trying to put a little group
They
together.
were scared of that name. They're like, nah, we can't use that name. But it popped.
Everything that's popping right now. I mean,
But he gave him 20. He gave his man. He gave Fabio manager 20.
Man, what you know? You don't know nothing about that, right,
So
man?
you know a little bit. You just She was like, Mason, what you said?
I said I think Mace is wrong for that, but I also understand, like, it's out of his control if he was only able to pay them for the 5K. I don't think if Fabi did slander him in any way, I don't think it's necessary. I think Fabi could just explain what happened, and
Right.
that's really. I just listen to music. I don't really get super deep into what's going on like that.
Let me ask you something, Doc. Did the Fabio interview get released, or is one of them sample things?
No, it got released.
Okay.
Like an hour. It came out a couple days ago.
Okay. You watched it?
I watched that clip.
I only watched the clip too. Cause I thought it was a clip. Maybe you watched it,
Then I
maybe
watched
more in
the
the
clip.
detail.
Then Mace was on Mad Papa like a month ago.
Yeah.
I watched his clip, his side, so that's
And he was like, people ask questions in a way to try to make him look bad.
like he did he.
Yeah. Anyway, man, what y'all think, man? Mel,
I mean,
you want to talk about the pod? Okay, yeah, we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that.
So
yeah,
what you think? Like, is it better to be a manager or a rapper?
So I see this debate happen all the time. Me personally, I don't know. I feel like if you want the fame and everything, be the rapper. But if you're book smart in a sense, be the manager.
And you don't want the spotlight, right?
Yeah,
What
you
about
don't want the spotlight. I feel like if you're a good manager and you can manage different artists that are bringing you an income, you're good. And like what happened to him, the manager ran off on them. Like, you know, like.
Hey Mel, let me ask you something.
Logistics into it though, so that's just I would be a manager.
Cool. Ready for that now? Ready to come on the podcast full time?
Full time.
Let's get it. It's Big Mo. My bad.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Brian
Oh,
Gibson.
shit.
BG Visuals. Make sure y'all tune in to
Oh, that's the,
Real Tickets podcast with Beeb and T.
Yo, this shit.
They got all the hottest artists out. Anybody new to anybody.
What's that? The drop? Stop it.
That's
Okay, stop.
inspiring.
Who that?
Comedians.
Oh, that's Brian Gibson right there.
They're showing it. They podcasting and they talking about it. They putting it on the map. So make sure y'all tune in, man.
That's BG Visuals. He is one of the top photographers in the town.
Hey y'all. It's been an honor and a pleasure.
Hold on, let me ask Mel one more question. You know what I mean? We got a girl here. Y'all all agree she's a beautiful young lady?
She alright.
Alright, so listen, so like you probably get approached all the time. I would like to know, give me. Alright, I got a couple questions, alright? Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, it's gonna be real clean. Just keep it as honest as possible. You know what I mean? Alright, so like on an average day, like how many men will approach you on an average day?
So on an average day, like I'm doing like regular activities.
Saturday. From Saturday morning to Saturday night, midnight.
I want to say the number will probably be between 3 and 6.
Okay. Between those 3 and 6. Like when they're approaching you, give me something that's a mistake they might make.
It
like
can be 7 to 10 some days.
A common mistake, like where it's just like kind of turn you off.
Like what I have on right now, like if I walk my dog, like it would be 7 to 10.
Give me.
Could be.
Might be 9.
Give me 3 common mistakes that kind of turn you off that you used to, like you seen it so many times and they check themselves up out of there.
Talking to me but looking at my body, like I immediately lose interest.
Yeah.
Like I don't like being sexualized, and I'm not one of those girls that's like, oh well, if you dress like this, I should be able to wear what I want, but my eyes are up here. Like you're talking to me.
But what hold on, can I say one of the good things? What if they got one of them, oops, I did it again type of looks? Like, oh, I didn't mean to look at you again, but I'm a real nice genuine nigga.
Like you can tell though sometimes, like you can definitely tell. Like I've had men try to talk to me and they look directly like they're not looking at me. Like
Yeah.
I'm looking at them, but they're looking me up and down.
So
like,
look you in your eyes, like you
talk to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
look and
Like,
talk
you
to
know,
me.
so
Give me number 2.
I would say another common mistake is like even if I don't seem interested, they still press.
Okay.
Like I've had cars like spin the block and come back around, like pull up, and like I feel like people don't understand that that's creepy.
Yeah.
And I don't think like I'll be walking my dog and like somebody is like calling my dog from their car, like
Your dog?
my dog.
What they saying?
Just like kissy noises
Oh,
to get him to
child.
come to them, and I find that to be weird because one, I have a pit bull. You don't know if he's friendly or if he's not friendly. So it's like, I mean, he's friendly, but it's like, why are you calling my dog over to you? Like, I think that's the creepiest thing because I was just
creepiest
like,
game. That's the creepiest
You
game.
know,
That's all
and
it is. This game.
obviously my dog is gonna be alerted because he hears a sound. So like he looks at it like, and people out here do that, and I think it's so weird. Or when people honk at me, like. I'm not a prostitute, do not honk at me. Like,
Or
I do not like that.
so like if you're not engaging, like just basically keep it moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
And
don't.
then don't be calling your dog. I mean, because I think the whole calling your dog approach. That's a
It's
Yeah,
really, it's a crazy thing. And but
that's
people do it.
definitely that can go easily top 1, like number 1. Like you heard down on somebody.
Do you get like sexual harassment, like verbally? Like,
No.
Or some old sexual harassment, like.
No, like I never had somebody like say anything like real crazy to me.
Like some crazy.
Not out here
like,
though.
fake-
I will say not out here.
Not out
like,
here?
No.
I'm surprised.
I will say South Trend, like a man just like was just blatantly saying like
Down South Trenton
Yeah,
or like
like-
Lamberton.
around like Division.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was just like blatantly saying, and I literally looked disgusted, and I was telling him like this is very uncomfortable.
Let me see what disgusted look
I'm
like.
not gonna do it right now.
It's for
but,
the people so they can know.
Like
We
some
trying
nasty
to
food.
train the people.
You'll know.
We trying to
What's it take? What's the face you make when somebody give you some food that they can cook?
I don't know. I can't make it now. You guys are putting me on the spot. Like
Okay.
I would have to like really think about something. Like it's not really anything dramatic, but I think number 3 would be like if you get my number and then like you're blowing my phone up,
Okay.
like immediately. Like keep it cool.
They
Keep
trying
it
to
make
make shit
calm.
sense.
happen. They trying to make shit happen.
Nah,
Get shit
yeah.
jumping.
When they get your number, how long should they wait to call you?
A week.
No, give me the time frame. I want to hear from you. I don't want to hear from nobody else.
To be honest, I wouldn't say 2 weeks. Don't call me. You should always say
I get your number. All right, hold up. I want y'all to hear this. I get your number. Don't call you for 2 weeks. That's what you want?
Yeah.
You know about that?
What?
Is it 2 weeks?
I mean, are you busy? I mean, she might want a
Personally,
busy
you
man.
know, I
about
met
that?
him a year ago.
2 weeks.
I met you a year ago, and like he gave me a ride home,
It's
and
just a
like
week.
we never spoke again, like literally ever, until he saw me and he was like, "Hey, do you remember me?" And I didn't remember at first, and then I started to think, and I was like, "Oh yeah," like that's more likely to get me to connect with you instead of you like pushing up on me like ASAP, like I want to hang out with you. Let's do this. Let's do that. Like I'll be like, hold your horses. Like I don't know what you got going on, pimp. Like you know, like you have to relax. So it's like
No, that makes sense. And I'm not knocking it. I'm not
Yeah,
knocking
yeah,
it.
But so you trying to say that's like it got to be a narrative type of approach,
not necessarily like a narrative, but like
like a story.
take your time. Like you could get my number, text
I want to
me.
play a game.
Okay. I like games.
I want to play a game.
Always
We're
been
gonna
a
go-
You like
we're
games?
gonna start with me, baby. We're gonna swing it around. I want to know out of 100 girls, 100 women, How many women want you to wait? Because I don't know if I can use that as advice for my viewers out there. My world takes viewers want advice. I asked her that for a reason, y'all, to help y'all out. How many days do you wait before you use the number? Big Mel response was 2 weeks. And I don't know if I agree with that. I want to go around the room one time. Baby, how long do you wait after you get the number before you hit the girl up? How long do you wait, brother?
It depends. It depends how the interaction.
How long do you wait, brother?
Right.
The interaction. I went. Sometimes.
I gotta be comfortable with it.
Sometimes it might be.
It
might be like so. Like it might be the next 10 minutes. Sometimes it might be the next month. Sometimes it might be.
Yeah.
Now, Artie, how long do
Yeah,
you
my
wait?
day, for real.
After you get the number, how long do you wait that you use the number?
It could be anywhere from 1 day to 7 days, a week.
First of all,
A week.
just to be clear on my behalf,
One
we talking
day,
about somebody
7
who I'm not 100% hitter. I'm not Steph Curry from the three. You hear me?
Yes.
So like, now I mean, I might miss. So
I think a week.
my waiting might miss.
Appropriate for me.
My
my
being
piece.
like trying to be like eager might
and I ain't
miss.
trying to lose.
I got a lot of misses.
Right.
In my life as a young man, young black man in America, that shit ain't easy.
Hey, yo.
Man, I missed so many times, bro.
Say that again. Nah, bro. You, at the end of the day, the field
They
percentage
missed
add
so
up
many
good.
times,
But
bro.
your overall
They
field
missed their
is
opportunity so many times. You know how many young ladies missed their opportunity?
good. Bro,
Come on, man.
you said a month though. That door gonna be shut.
Sometimes
Yeah.
that month, they were so busy that month, they ain't had time for you anyway. They was
Depends
lit.
on who.
That was a lit month for them.
I want to talk
Sometimes.
to y'all.
July, you better down Miami.
Hear me out, y'all. I
Got
got
somebody else tab.
I got a message for everybody out there.
Long week.
If y'all was listening to our latest podcast, y'all heard Big Mel said she gonna give you her number, but don't call her for 2 weeks, so you gonna X yourself out the game.
That's just me personally. There's other women out
I
there.
don't respect that, Big Mel, because how am I supposed to know that as a man?
I feel like
If
once
I'm
you-
approaching you, asking you for your number, right? And now it's 4 days later. It's like, damn, Shorty was bad. Let me hit Shorty. And it's like, whoa, I'm X'd out because I didn't wait 2 weeks. What is that?
No, so like, if it's a phone call, it's 2 weeks. You could text me throughout the 2 weeks. Don't call me though. Like, I just feel like
Fellas, I hope y'all listening.
I like.
Y'all
but
get
this
these
is
girls'
just
numbers, don't
for
call
me.
them no
Like,
more.
my phone is always on personal.
They don't even call no more.
They ain't been calling no more. It's over for that.
No,
It's
that's
all
just
text
how
messages.
I am. That's just me personally. Like,
I know what you're getting at, Mood. This is just more like, all right. So, what advice would you have for guys who are trying to like, if they see a girl, they like them, say like they see them in a mall or something like that, they get their number. How should they approach like utilizing their number?
If you saw me in the mall or any woman and you got her number, I feel like you should text it. Like, calling it, I don't know, like, just calling me to see if my number is that number, I'm gonna be like, like, it puts me in an awkward, you know? So, like, just text me, say, hey, like, I texted you. And if she gave you a false number, just let it go. But if she gives you her real number, text it like a regular person. Don't be so like, I'm blowing your phone up, I'm texting you like, I want to call you, like, what you doing tonight, like, let's go, like, you know, give it some time, especially like in the climate right now for women. Like, there are serial killers out here that are currently, you know, it's not funny, but like currently killing women, you know, and women get murdered all the time just because they reject the man or anything like that. So I think the more calm a man approaches you, the better it is for the woman to actually like want you. You know what I'm saying? Like, You don't have to be up my ass like right in the very beginning, right as soon as you get my number. Like you should approach me very calmly, like, hey, like it was nice meeting you. I hope I could talk to you later. And then if I text you back, strike up a conversation. Then we could talk. And then throughout the days, hey, you never know, I might hit it off with you. Then you ask me, hey, can I FaceTime you? I could say yes, and it hasn't even been the 2 weeks yet. But if you get my number and you're on FaceTime, like, oh yeah, like I just, like, I wanna, like, it's just like, this dude is creepy, like, you know? It's just, for me personally, like I said again, like, it's too creepy. Like, I feel like you should be calm, cool, and collected. And I like my men to be, like, leaders, you know what I mean? So, like, text me and say, hey, like, it could be day 5, and you text me and you say, hey, like, is it okay with you if I take you out? You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you ask and, you know, you keep it proper and stuff like that, like, I'll probably say, yeah, like, we can go out. But if you're on my phone, since you got my number, and it's, like, every hour of the day, like, you're just up my, I'm gonna be like, so you got something that you want to give to me, and I don't know why you want to give it to me, but, like, I'm gonna just stop talking to you. Like, that's just how it is for me. Personally.
You got anything? How you feel about what she said?
I had a lot of shit to say. Like,
what you feel about what she just said? She just said something. She just said,
I like that.
Like that's.
I like that.
No. What she said, I was vibing with that.
So you pretty much like that vibe.
Yeah, I kind of like that vibe. I was kind of just want to piggyback.
Like go ahead, piggyback on it.
It was like she made me like, she wanted a nigga to take charge. But not you like when I told her a week, I'm not gonna call you. If I meet you Monday, I might call you next Sunday.
Right.
And when I call you, I'm not gonna just call you just to call you. Guess what I'm about to call you to say, you know, the Denzel movie come out in 2 weeks. I wanna go see that and take you to New York. Your job, you got one job.
Right.
We'll see.
Right.
And I'm gonna take that. And I'm gonna make you laugh throughout the day. Too much game I'm spitting.
Okay. Yeah.
Spend too much. I got too much G over here. I'm seasoned. I'm like a dodo.
Word is right.
Okay, what about you? Like, how you feel about what she was?
I totally agree. You know, like how Big Mel came, man. You know, I have a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be a teenager soon. You know, her big brother is a teenager now. And it's just like, for me, I get it, man. It's just like, whoa, you can't be no creep.
Patience is greatness, man.
Yeah.
Cause you build up a bond.
Slow and steady.
I ain't gonna lie, the slow and steady vibe gonna get you more than trying to be fast and quick.
Like, and I feel like most women look for intimacy too, so it's like.
Fast you crash, so slow is the way to go.
Okay.
You know, like spend time with each other, do like natural things, like show. And if you know how to communicate, like, and you know how to read people, you'll know what type of woman you're dealing with just from conversations with her. So that's why I say like texting, like first day, like maybe 1 or 2, but then slowly build it up, like, you know, ask how your day's going, what do you like to do, like, but don't have it be like a, what are you doing? And then I respond to you, then like you respond back, then a few hours later it's again like, what are you doing? Like, then I'm gonna be like, do you not have nothing to do? Is that why you keep asking me like, what am I doing? Like, yeah, like.
Will I say the question, how's work?
Don't ask me how's work. Don't ask me how's work.
I don't like that question.
I don't like that.
I feel like as a woman, if you ask me like how's work, that means you're interested in what I do. And I can give you, you know, a perspective of a world that you probably don't know. So it's like, you know, being in the medical field, my day's not the same. Like no one shift will ever be, you know, the same. So, and I guess it depends on what unit you work on, but the unit that I work on, it's not the same every day. And so if you ask me how's work, and I work with children, so it's like if you ask me how's work, I can tell you like, you know, I can't go into super detail because of HIPAA, you know, laws, but I can tell you like, I did this today, and it shows me that you're actually interested in what I did. instead of you just like never asking about it and you don't care, it makes it look like you just simply don't care about what I do.
So it sounds like you love your job.
I enjoy it, yeah.
You enjoy it.
Mhm.
Ideally, is this what you would want to be doing?
Oh yeah.
If you had your choice, you can do anything in the world. Anything at all in the world you could be doing right now. This is what you would want to be doing?
I will say yes, because I feel like nobody ever wants to work. You know, the goal is to have passive income so you don't have to work. But I feel like even if that was to become the case,
Let me see the light.
I would still be a midwife, a doula. I'm very into, you know, the feminine health and the reproductive system. So I feel like I would do that just to do it because I enjoy that. Like I have no problem to watch birthing videos and, you know, I support pregnancies. If you want to get an abortion, I support that too. You know, like
that's what you do in the field. You work.
I'm currently on a mother-baby unit, so I work with mothers who just gave birth and newborns all the time. Like that's something that's fulfilling for me, and like I love kids, I love animals, so things like that, like it feeds me. So it's my way of like, you know, finding my purpose in the world. So I feel like even like I have 2 businesses, even if my businesses take off, when my businesses take off, and I have that passive income where I don't have to work, I firmly believe like I will still be a midwife, doula, and still do it because that it's something I enjoy. Like I think
no
that's,
other job better than the medical field.
of course, I think there's plenty of other jobs like they make the world go round, you know, like but everybody plays a part.
I asked you that because my people, like my friend, girlfriend, whatever, she working reproductive,
Mhm.
and I think she worked for a company, Arms, some shit. But she said she wanted to trade that in for nothing, like nothing else like that. Said she.
It's really cool, like especially if you're a woman
She
who
wouldn't
like
trade it in for motherhood.
No, she
Like,
wanted
if
to
she
trade
had
it for the job.
Okay. Like if she like
It
a
was,
dude came through and be like, yo,
Nah, because you don't care. A lot of people don't
let's
care
have
about money.
children. Let's have children. I want you to stay at home and like be a mom.
Nah,
So,
she tried.
me
She
personally,
don't like that.
that's something that I can do because I'm excited to be a mom. Like I want to be a mother. I'm ready. Like I want to experience that type of
What's the gun
bond.
for big male? What's the big gun for big male? Nah, man.
So how do you feel about that though?
Nah,
You don't want
yo,
to work.
these girls don't want to be
No,
moms.
You don't want to work.
If
They wanna
somebody
be-
comes to me and says, you know,
they
we
wanna
have
be
a
hustlers.
connection. Don't get me wrong. Like if somebody comes to me and says, hey, we have a connection. Like I want to have kids with you, and I'm in agreement to, and we have kids.
But what about
And
your
you tell
purpose?
me like I don't have to work. If you really think about it, motherhood is all around the purpose of me being a doula, a midwife. It's all around it. So if you tell me I don't have to work and I get to dedicate my time to my child, it's been scientifically proven mothers who don't work that first 2 years and they spend time with those children accelerate faster. So it's like if you're telling me, hey, like your body as a woman takes about 2 to 3 years to heal from one pregnancy. So if you're telling me I don't have to work 12-hour shifts or 8-hour shifts and I just get to be home with my baby, like I don't have to separate and I don't have to teach my baby at a young age,
You're not going to like die inside.
I'll be fulfilled.
Okay.
Women nowadays call girls like that stupid.
Talk to me, Mel. I want you to talk to me. You mentioned 2 businesses. I want to rewind a little bit. It's your boy, Big Mo, 76.
Can I have water?
Of course you can. Of course you can.
Court her.
You already have a word. 2 businesses. Talk to me. Talk to me. What we doing?
So I'm the owner of the Pisces Beauty Bar and LaBelle Beauty Bar. LaBelle Beauty Bar, it's currently an online business. I'm starting it off in Philly, but currently my main focus is the Pisces Beauty Bar, and we open at the end of August this year. So it's, you know, luxury spas. Eventually, once I finish my degree, I plan to become an aesthetics nurse. So I can, you know, help people. And like I said, I still incorporate motherhood and everything because as an aesthetics nurse, you can actually do certain treatments to take away stretch marks. So I can dedicate certain to mothers at my beauty bars. But currently we offer body waxing, body contouring, lashes, different cosmetics and everything. So it's like a stepping stone. So any brand new makeup artists, estheticians, barbers, anybody like that, they're welcome to, contact me.
Where can they contact you?
My email is bienamebusinesses@gmail.com, or you can you can DM me on Instagram too and just strike up a conversation with me and I will talk to you. And my Instagram again is Melissa the Pisces, and my beauty bar is the Pisces Beauty Bar and LaBelle Beauty Bar.
Let's go, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is, man.
Juice.
I'm good. Listen. Y'all know what I like to do, man. I like to get straight to the shits. It's your boy, Big Moolah. You heard me? The gang in here with me. B Baby S Dot, Big Mel, and that's a big gunshot because we doing big business. I want to shout out LaBelle Beauty Bar. I want to shout out Big Mel. I want to shout out all the women out there that's doing their thing, man. We see you over here at the World Take Podcast. This is just episode 76. And trust and believe, we just getting warmed up. Mel, you want to come back and see us, right?
Yeah, I had fun.
Thank you. We enjoyed having you. We want to say thank you again. We want to say thank you to our fans out there tuning in at home. Thank you for everybody watching this on YouTube. Rate, like, subscribe, share, family, friends, hit us up. WorldTakesPodcast.com@gmail.com. You already know. Signing off. Until next time, man. We see y'all soon, man. It's your boy. That's a cut. That's right.
We still alive too.
That's a wrap. You heard?
That's where Diggs. Shout out to Diggs, yo.
Word up.
Easy Jones watching.
Word up.
Hey Mel, thank you again, son.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. That was good. That came out nice.
Best friend was in here, man. Shit.
Yeah, my best friend crazy.
Best friend was. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Wow.
I had discarded off the whatchamacallit, but that's cool. We'll watch it live when you did. This one right now, I don't know what they saved on this, so everything is pretty much on this. Most of the audio.